All right, and welcome everyone to this live session here with your host, Dre Day FX. So, as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex market and the indices market in regards to US 30, S&P 500, and NASDAQ, and Euro GBP, US Euro USD, and GPUSD for the currencies. So, let me make sure that everything is set up here for you guys. And we'll get on to it. So hope everyone had a great week so far. We are February 1st, so first day of the month. Hope last month was great for you guys. Hopefully you started to take some position here mid-month. Like I say, the market will always start to move at the middle of the month of January, and then you're gonna get some good setups here. So the last 2 weeks we had some good setups overall. This week we had a lot of news. So we're just gonna look into it here on those news events. And I will be sharing my screen here on YouTube and Discord. So if you want to speak with me on Discord, you're able to do so. So as of right now, everything is shared here. So let's, I'm just gonna make sure that everything is set up here correctly on the indices. So yeah. So that was the H1. So we had a bearish move in here on US 30. So we'll see exactly if we have a setup here. We have a sell setup right now. That started around 8:45. Always want to make sure that you look at news to see exactly where it's going here. If it's a good time to take the trade. And if you're trading off of news, always trade it 30 minutes after the news event, just to make sure that you are taking the right thing. We had the US S&P 500 here in the afternoon off of the H1. We had a sell, beautiful sell here that hit the TP3. So right at the, so basically at 11, we had a sell signal that came in, retraced, and then dropped. So going down, so that's perfect. And if we go on the 50-minute chart, you will only be looking for sell signals here at that time. So we did have a sell signal here at 10:45, so 50 minutes before the actual 1 hour candle. So that's a high probability trade. And like I said, it's always going to retrace and then started to drop. And this move hit TP3 nicely yesterday. So this is for the indices. So let's look at the Euro USD. So this was a point of interest that we had on Euro USD off of the 4 hour. So it went directly there and started to push back. So it was trading within order flow off of the 4 hour. So give you a sell, and it went down to that region and then started to push back up. So this move was a perfect move here, right at the London. So that came in at 6 o'clock. No, that's no, sorry, at midnight, 8:30, midnight, so 12:30 in the morning. Sold off, and then retraced back. So if we look at the 1 hour, so we did have a sell of the 1 hour. So my TP was that region here. That's exactly what I was looking for. And as you could see, it tapped that TP1 right here and started to reverse. So that would be my exit point. The line that I put in, that was a line that I put in since Tuesday. So that's what I was looking for, and that's exactly what happened. Going back down, starting to go up. So that's perfect. Let's look at GBP USD. So GBP USD, we had a sell signal here at 4 o'clock in the morning. Started to go down, went to TP1, it tapped it, and started to reverse, did the same thing as Euro USD. And if we go down on the 15, same principle. We did have a sell here on the 15 that went to TP2, basically. So it tapped it right here. And this small sell went to TP1 and started to reverse. So the best entry was the 1 hour one. And let's pull up Euro GBP. All right, so Euro GBP. And we're going to look at the H1. So H1. For now, we're in a bullish. Right now, it's started to switch bearish. So not a lot of movement. So pretty much some choppiness here in the market, and that's exactly what we're having on the lower time frame. So choppiness. So currently in consolidation, and as you all know, we are starting a new month. So and we're gonna have a lot of news today and tomorrow. So I would highly recommend you guys to start trading next week. So that way the market will be less volatile, and you're going to have more optimal entries that will be available for you. All right. So we are currently here on Discord too. So if you want to speak with me, you're able to do that. But we're going to wait for upcoming trades for the New York session. So I'm just going to scroll up to see if we have any setups here that came in. See. Yeah, so we had a GBP CAD buy on the H1, so we'll look into it here. And we had a switch green at the same time. So as you can see, so So you have an SG and a buy. So that means that off of that candle, you're getting a buy signal. So we just have to wait it out and see exactly if it's going to retrace and then start to push up. And here you're going to have basically the entry price off of that candle, but you're able to wait it out and start to get long position here on GBP CAD if it's going to do that. So going on to 15, nothing so far. So only only had a setup here on the H1, and we'll see how it will go. Hey Leon, hope you have a great day too. And how's everything in regards to the market? I know that you were looking at the charts for the week, and you're going to be starting back trading next week. So let me know what you saw overall today. We did have some good moves here on the Euro USD, GBP USD, and good setups here on the indices in the afternoon yesterday. So, and like I was saying here, we did have some good setups here, especially off of that order block that we plotted here last few days ago. So that was a range here that we're expecting the price to go, and then starting to reject, and that's exactly what happened here. So he tapped it one time, started to go up, and then went back to it and filled the gap in full, and now seems to wants to go long right now. All right, live chat line, perfect. All right, so let's see if we had any news. I'm just going to look at what had started to come in here. So we have an upcoming trend change here on US 30. So we'll see if it wants to go bullish. I think it was bearish already. Yes. So it seems to want to go bullish right now. We do have a fair value gap here off of the 50-minute chart. GP CAD upcoming trend change here off of the 1 hour. So like I was saying here on US 30, we do have a big gap here. So we'll see if it wants to fill it out. But let's go and see news that we had and what's happening here today. We have a lot of CPI news here. We had the flash CPI here for year to year for Euro, core CPI 2. All right, so we had the monetary policy summary for GBP at 7. So a lot of news here. Unemployment claim at 8:30. So unemployment claim. Let me pull it up. Just gonna refresh the page. So unemployment claim was negative. So there was a lot of unemployment claim, 224K. And at 9:30 here, your manufacturing PMI was positive. We have the ISM manufacturing PMI in about less than 15 minutes here. So we'll see how that will go. And we have some vehicle sales total for at all day. So we'll see how that will affect the market too. So if the economy is positive, we should have some good movement in the upside here in regard to the USD. But if it's negative overall news for today, it's going to affect the market here going down. So the currency will be weaker. All right. Let's look at the GBP/JPY off of the 1 hour. So they had a sell set up here on the 1 hour that hit TP3 yesterday. And then we had another one here at London. So it retraced back up, started to go down. So looking good. So let's look at the 15-minute chart. As you can see on the 15-minute chart, we had a lot of sell setups here, and all of them went to at least TP2 and started to reverse here. All right, so we have a upcoming trend change here on Euro GBP on a 15-minute chart. Let's look at it here. So it's still going long right now. So far we don't have any setup at New York. Beside the US 30 that seems to be going bullish here off of the alert that we just received, expecting to have that gap to be filled and then started to continue going down. Let's look at the H1. Yeah. So you do have a big fair value gap here. So and it's starting to do basically a head and shoulder here off of the H1. So it's at a big, if you look at from afar, this is the shoulder, this is the head right here. And now it's starting to do another shoulder here to start to go down. And I'm overall bearish here on US 30. So for the year, so waiting for a start of a downtrend, and we did have an SR right here off the H1. So that would be a good indication here that the market is starting to go down. All right. So still, we have like less than 5 minutes left before the news event here. So we have ISM manufacturing PMI for the US. So we'll see how that will affect the market. The forecast is 47.2. Last month it was 47.4. So if it's less than 47.2, that'll be considered as bad news. So it needs to be at least the same forecast price or higher to be considered as a good news. Okay. So as long as you know exactly what to look at, what information you're able to identify, you're gonna be able to be in the right side of the market. All right. So to be a trader, you need to know exactly how to convert news to the chart, because the news is telling you exactly where the market is going. So if it's good news, it should be positive for the currency. If it's bad news, it should be bad for the currency. And if you add that to another currency that is good, you're gonna have some good profit. Hi, Leon. How are you? No, it's okay. He's explaining a lot of stuff. Damn. Okay. Okay. So you took those cells. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. So there was a buy. Yeah, there was a buy here. So okay. You're waiting for the H1 to give you a sell. Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh, GDP. So close that. So we have GBP CAD. Yeah, GBP CAD sell. We have a SR and Euro GBP. We have SG and what else? Yeah. So GCAD SR and Euro GBP SG. Let's look at yeah, yeah, yeah. But we did have some good news on CAD. The PMI was positive for CAD at 9:30, so that's why it's starting to go down right now on GV CAD, because CAD is stronger right now. So let's see. I'm looking at the PMI for the US. It just came in, so that's positive. That's positive, positive. So everything's good. Yep. So everything is positive on the US. So let's look at the indices and see if it's going to push up, because I did receive a upcoming trend continuation here going up on US 30, but I'm waiting for it because there's a fair value gap on the 15 and the 1 hour that needs to be filled right here. All right, so let's look at the Euro GBP. Euro GBP, it's a switch screen off of the H1. Yeah, so that means GBP is weaker overall. Euro is going up right now. So let's look at the Euro. 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 So Euro odd. So that means odd is bullish. Let's see. Let's look at odd USD. Or odd CHF. So odd should be strong. Odd CHF. Yeah, odd CHF is starting to retrace, it seems. And GP odd should be bearish. Yeah, it's starting to go bearish here. Okay. Pound New Zealand, yeah, it should be stronger. Yeah, British pound is weaker right now. I don't know if you saw it on Finwiz that the pound is weaker. Hmm. Because yeah, but Dax is looking to do a head and shoulder right now, off of the 4 hour. So this is the head, that's the shoulder, giving the second shoulder here. So it should start to go down. We want to have that gap to be filled. First target would be here, and the second one would be here. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm expecting. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, there was a few good setups on the Nasdaq yesterday. Tuesday, sorry. Good sell. That was, yeah. So yeah, US 30 going long. So SR. OGBP buy on the 15. So yeah, no, there's no buy signal yet. It's only a switch green. Yeah, yeah. And remember, we're starting the month. So last month it went bullish, and then this month we'll see if it wants to start to go bearish here. Yeah, Dixie. Yeah, looking at them. Let's see the. Mm. Exactly. Yeah. You're Aussie. Yeah, I give you 1 hour TP3. Let's see. It's 10:21. Euro on the pound. Uh, yeah, it did some profit today, but I'm still waiting for the update from my quarter. So I'm still running the test, but it's not the actual real test. But it still did profit. I think it only lost one trade. Yeah, it went up. So it only lost one trade so far. Yeah. No, because at the end, even though the market is going up and down, the main focus is the actual trend. So if the trend is going up and it's going down, it's still gonna go back up. So it's gonna only take the uptrend, so not the down move. That's what we're looking for. You, you won't take a trade on a sell setup because it's the high time frame trend. So that's what is important. But in the lower time frame, it's gonna eventually go up because the high time frame is stronger than the lower time frame trend. Hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But that switch green won't be there because the higher time frame is still bearish. So that SG shouldn't be there. For the automation, you won't have the SG. It's only going to take cells. Because you go back on the, I'm going to put a line here. So, yeah, because right now there's a switch green right here. But if you could see, let me check. I'll put a line here on the switch green. So the switch green was right here. It started here. Well, if we go back on the 1 hour, it won't take that trade because it's way before the SG on the higher time frame. It depends. It depends. It depends on which time frame you're gonna take the trade. So if we're taking the trade off of the 1 hour, we're looking at the 4 hour. But if we're taking trade on the 50 minutes, we're gonna be looking at the 1 hour. So you're talking about this portion right here. Let me go on the 4 hour and see what it is. Okay, so switch green right here. So you only should be looking for SG right here. So that means if we go back on the 1 hour, I'm just gonna wait it to load. This shouldn't be here. That SR won't be here because it's bullish. So you're only gonna see SG on the lower on the H1. So that SR is invalid, and as you could see, it didn't do anything. So that SG was the valid one. It's gonna confirm. It's going to confirm off of the higher time frame. So if we're looking at the 4 hour time frame to know the direction, so the SR and SG of the 4 hour, that should be what we're looking for on the lower time frame. I'm just gonna put the lines here so that you can really understand exactly what I'm saying, and it's really simple to understand. So let's go back down. Okay, so that's the 4 hour line. So all of the lines that you see here, those are the switches. Okay, so those are all of the switches. I'm just gonna put it at the right place. Here you go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes, it is. Yep. That's pretty simple. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, because it's based off of the trend. So we're trading only the trend. It won't even take the trade at all because the trade won't be there. It will filter out the trade. So so like Yeah, if you want, if you have the option to swing the trade, or you could take a certain amount of pips and get out of the trade. It will be a few pips. It will be only a few pips that we're gonna take, but it's not actually a coding that's gonna be done. The coding is really based off of filtering out the switches. So that way, for example, for off of that move, we're not gonna have a SR. We're only gonna have a SG because the H4 trend is bullish since here. Okay. So off of that, as you could see, that was the optimal trade for that trend. This one was not good, but this one was perfect. It followed the higher time frame trend. So you have the option to take a few pips, or you could put you could trail the trade, or you could hold on to the trade until the next switch. It depends. But me personally, I only take a few pips. I don't need to take the full move. Because if I know exactly that the movement is going in one direction, I know that for a few pips, I'm going to make a lot of profit. So I can increase my lot size and lower the amount of time that I'm in that trade, because time is not your friend. Yeah. But as you can see right now, the optimal entry off of that move, this is that is the SG off of the 4 hour. That's the line for the 4 hour. The optimal entry will be the SG right here. And as you can see, it went, let's see, for now, it went 120 pips in about 8 hours. Mhm. Yeah, but it will be taking pips. Yeah, exactly. Because in average, like for G odd, if you're taking the trend off of the 4 hour, in average it takes maybe 20 to 50 pips movement off of the SGs. So 50 pips here is so off of this one, for example, this is the 15 minute. Okay. So it's following the trend. So that's the SG line off of the 4 hour. And this is the entry right here. And I'm calculating 50 pips. All right. So 50 pips is right here. So when it touched 50 pips right here, around this point. Yeah. Yeah. It will, like I said, it will trail. You have the option to trail the trade. So it will trail the actual entry, or you could take a few pips. But I'm not here to take like 50. I'm just giving you an example that it can take up to 50 pips or whatnot, depending exactly on the move. But the best thing is really to get in and get out as fast as you can. Exactly. So so you could take my preference is to take like between 3 to 10 pips, and that'll be it per move. Exactly. You can increase the amount of pairs that you're able to trade it, and it's gonna do the same thing. Yeah, you just have to follow the COT, and you trade off of the COT pairs, and that'll be it. It's very simple. Yeah, the next week is gonna be stable because this week is really exceptional because you have the end of the month, the beginning of the month, you have NFP, you have everything, all, all in one week. So that's why the market is what it is right now. So always trade the next week after NFP, and you should start to get some good movement here. So we'll see how tomorrow will do, and if we have any switches at the end of the market, and we'll give us some indication of where it wants to go, and we'll do COT and redo that next week. And that's what you need to do. If I will change the challenge, yeah, as long as the pair that I'm trading are in COT, I'm keeping the same pairs. If there's a difference, I'll change it. But for now, the pair that I selected is the same pairs for the last 3 weeks. But yes, you need to change the pairs every week based off of COT. That's the best thing. Yeah, yeah. All right, so yeah, Euro odd starting to retrace right now, but Euro PPP. All right. So so I'll close it out right now, the session. Nothing else to look at for now. We'll wait for NFP tomorrow. But market did some good movement here this week. But next week should be even better. Got it. That's great. So, all right. Perfect. So, yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, same time. And yeah, so we'll wait for NFP for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, usually Sundays. Yeah, tomorrow it's only just to look at the NFP to see exactly what the market is reacting, and then we'll be done. I'm not going to be there for an hour and a half. So maybe for 30, 45 minutes, an hour, I'll be on tomorrow. No problem. Same to you. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. All right, guys. So thanks so much for being on that live. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time, so 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have NFP tomorrow, so we'll see how the market will react to that news. I'm expecting to have bad news here overall. The interest rate was kept in the U.S. market at 5.50%. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down, but we'll see exactly how it will react. Okay. So that being said, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being on my live. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel as always, and we'll catch you on tomorrow. Peace.